Hello team, welcome back to V Project UK. So, in the UK at the moment, the weather has gone back to being damp and cold and horrible and grimy. And no doubt your vehicle will also be full of grime most of the time. This time of year, you've got the salt, you've got the grime, the mud. As you're driving, all of the traffic film that just spreads all over your vehicle. And this time of year, what we're going to discover is what is the best type of pre-wash to use to get rid of all of that grime you might have on your car. So, is it an all-purpose cleaner, something similar to Carpro Multi-X? Is it a traffic film remover, something similar to AutoFinesse's citrus-based traffic film remover, Citrus Power, which you can also get in a concentrate, which is Dynamite, which you can dilute to your own dilutions? Or is a professional grade snow foam, such as Auto Foam from Bilt Hamber, at the correct PIR, the way to go to remove that contamination on your vehicle? In today's video, let's find out. Now, just something to bear in mind, if you've seen our ceramic coating video, this is something we discussed before, but just something to bear in mind that if you have a wax or a sealant, what you'll find is that most all-purpose cleaners, which are designed to strip, will most likely strip most, if not all, of your wax or sealant. It's just the nature of the product, it's designed to clean thoroughly, and an all-purpose cleaner will do that. So just something to bear in mind if you do use an all-purpose cleaner if you do not have a ceramic coating. What you'll find with all-purpose cleaners and also with most traffic film removers is that even though the labels say they are wax and sealant friendly, and Citrus Power is marketed as being as wax and sealant friendly, sometimes traffic film removers do not actually remove the protection, but they will affect the hydrophobic properties of that protection because the chemicals within those products are different. So certain chemicals provide the protection and certain chemicals provide the hydrophobicity. And what you'll find is that although these products will not remove the protection fully, if at all, it may affect the hydrophobicity. So it's just something to bear in mind. Most snow foams are designed not to affect the hydrophobicity, but in our experience, they still do. So when you're using these products, just bear that in mind, that they will either strip or affect the hydrophobicity, which is where a detailing spray comes in to give you that boost of gloss and reinvigorate the hydrophobicity that we all love on our vehicles. So just something to bear in mind. So for the purposes of this demonstration, what we've got is our panel, our trusty panel as usual, if you've seen our videos in the past, which has been sitting outside to collect all the dust and grime and dirt which you might have on your vehicle. So shortly, what we're going to do is mask that onto 3 areas. We're going to spray the left-hand side with Carpro Multi-X, which we've diluted to quite a strong dilution of 1 to 10. Normally on the label it says you should go around 1 to 20, but the advantage with most all-purpose cleaners and Carpro Multi-X is that you can mix it to various dilutions, and what we find through use and experience, and as you can see from this bottle, we use this quite a lot, 1 to 10 seems to work perfect. It's not too strong and it's not too weak. So Carpro Multi-X at 1 to 10 will be the first product we use on the left-hand side. What we'll then do is use Citrus Power, and in this bottle here it's actually pre-mixed ready to use, so we'll use that concentrate as it comes from the factory. We're not going to mix Dynamite to a different dilution, we'll just use Citrus Power as it comes out of the bottle. And then as usual, if you've not seen our PIR video, we'll link that into the corner now. Give that a watch if you've not watched it already to see why PIRs are so important. We'll mix Bilt Hamber to its maximum PIR of 4%. And what we'll do is, using the IK foamer, we will then spray the right hand side of the panel with Bilt Hamber foam, and we'll see what the differences are. So without wasting too much time, let's give it a go. So there were some interesting results there. As you saw from the demonstration, once again, we did not use a pressure washer when we rinsed away the products, because just the law of physics, by using a pressure washer and the pressure from the water would have taken away some of the contamination from the surface itself. And what we wanted to do in this demonstration is actually see what the products are doing in terms of the performance of the products themselves. Now, interestingly, when it came to rinsing them away, not sure if you could see in the video, but Citrus Power didn't rinse away as easily as the snow foam, Bilt Hamber Auto Foam, or the Carpro Multi-X. However, after a few spritzes, it did rinse away fairly easily, but Multi-X and the snow foam actually rinsed away a little bit easier. Now, Carpro Multi-X, as mentioned at the start of the video, was used at a dilution of 1 to 10, which is a fairly strong dilution. And what you'll find in this test is that it actually performed the worst. As you can see from this swipe test that we've done, you can hopefully see the amount of contamination which is on the actual pad itself, and it actually removed less of the contamination than the other two products. So here is the results from Citrus Power. You can see that there's still some contamination on the surface. However, there seems to be a little bit less than you've got on the actual Multi-X swipe test. You can see that this has got much more contamination left behind than the actual Citrus Power itself. Hopefully you can see this. Try and get it at different angles so you can see the amount of dirt. And what you'll find with the snow foam, Bilt Hamber Auto Foam, is that it performed very similarly to Citrus Power in that it removed identical amounts of contamination from the surface. And as you can see, there's very similar levels. Now on the footage, to me on the camera, it looks like there's a bit more dirt on the actual Auto Foam, but in the flesh, they're actually very, very similar. And we'll put a picture in now so you can see all three side by side so you can make your own decision. So what this test shows is that using a dedicated pre-wash product such as Citrus Power or a citrus-based pre-wash traffic film remover, or a dedicated professional grade snow foam, is actually better at a pre-wash compared to an all-purpose cleaner. Now, it's not to say that all-purpose cleaners don't have their uses, because they do. However, the whole purpose of a pre-wash, especially during the winter, which is the purpose of this test, is you want to get your vehicle as clean as possible during the pre-wash before you go in with a contact wash. You want to try and get as much of that surface contamination away, which means when you go in for the contact wash, you're going to have much less chances of causing imperfections on your paint or your vehicle surface. And for this demonstration, we can see that using a dedicated pre-wash product is better than using an all-purpose cleaner. So there you have it. Those are the results from this test today. We hope you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, because every thumbs up does help and it will spread the video for other viewers. Make sure you press that bell icon to get alerts for future videos. and check us out on Instagram. But please, if you watch this video and you haven't subscribed, please jump onto YouTube, give us that subscription, because every subscription will just help us grow the channel for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.